What's up, guys? Welcome to my second video. I'm here with Alex Saiwan.
What up?
And I'm going to go over my Week 7 predictions. So we're going to start off with Thursday night, which is tomorrow. We have the Seahawks going up against the 49ers. Both teams are 2-4, and both teams are really struggling. Seahawks just got Marshawn Lynch back. They're finally using Jimmy Graham correctly. Last game, he caught over 80 yards.
Don't remind me.
For his first game. He's a Saints fan. For his first time. I really have Seahawks winning this just because of Marshawn Lynch's return. He's going to have a whole week of practice again.
Go Hawks.
I don't see Colin Kaepernick and the struggling offense winning this week. Next, we have Bills and Jaguars. I think this is an easy pick for any fan out there. Jaguars are just playing awful. They're young. It's basically a new system with Bortles and Hearns and all those receivers out there. On the other side, you have the Bills with LaShawn McCoy, who's finally starting to get in rhythm. He's actually just started last week for the first time. So this team is really starting to build themselves again.
They got McCoy?
They have LaShawn McCoy. They do. And Matt McCoy. And then they also have Taylor, who's playing great as a quarterback. Been a little bit quiet at first. He's doing good. Needs to work on those under pressure type passes, but I have the Bills winning this game quite easily.
Go Bills.
Bucks and Redskins. I'm an Eagles fan. This is always tough for me. But the Redskins are playing decently well except for the last week. Deshaun Jackson is still out though, however, and he's not coming back this week. With that said, I think the Buccaneers are playing great. Vincent Jackson and Jameis Winston are finally on the same page. I don't see how they can lose this game. Redskins will lose. Titans and Falcons. This is also a no-brainer. Titans started off strong. Mariota threw 4 touchdowns in his first game. He's playing great still. A couple of interceptions since then. But he's doing great for a young rookie quarterback. The team is moving well. Andrews had a bad game last week, but overall, he's also playing well and he's starting to build the name for himself. I just think that they're too young and they can't keep up with this ridiculously powerful Falcons offense right now. Devontae Freeman, you're killing fantasy this week and it's ridiculous. So Falcons win.
Yeah.
Then we have Saints and Colts.
Oh, don't remind me.
Saints are obviously struggling.
Struggling is an understatement.
Drew Brees did throw a little bit better last week coming off the shoulder injury. But this team has a lot of work with. He's not finding Colston, he's not finding Cooks. He's not the Drew Brees we like to see. Ingram is playing very well actually out of the backfield, but without the passing game, their running game isn't going to go anywhere. And the Colts lost yet another game when everyone thought, here they go, here they're going to start getting started. Frank Gore had another, I think it was 180 yards maybe, but no touchdown. Andrew Luck, interception again. Terrible play call by the Colts special teams, if you guys happened to see that last week. I think they will make up for it this week. Saints know they're kind of out of it at this point. I have the Colts winning this one as well.
Yeah, my team's not going to win that game.
No, they're not. Vikings and Lions. Lions have been playing god-awful. They started, I don't even know how they started 0-5, but they definitely lived up to that potential. Their turnovers are ridiculous. And what are you doing? You have Megatron on your team. Give him the ball. Doesn't have to be 30 yards. It can be 10 and let him do what he does. Also, you got to get that running game going. And do not fumble it. The fumbles are really, really killing your team. I'm going to say the Vikings, they're not good. They're not bad. They're really averaging out. They're becoming better than they were last season already, to be honest, with Adrian Peterson back. But if Adrian Peterson does play the way Adrian Peterson plays, and Terry Bridgewater throws the way he should be throwing, which he's been doing very well in that sense, I just don't see how the Vikings don't win this one. Vikings take the Lions. Steelers and Chiefs. This is tough. Steelers don't have their quarterback yet again. Ben Roethlisberger is still injured. Michael Vick was replaced by a third-string quarterback who played spectacular last week.
By the way, dogs are nice. No Michael Vicks in this world.
But can they still do it? I know he had an explosive game last week. Maybe it was just the hype. Maybe it was like the feel. Can he do it a second week against his Chiefs team? Honestly, I think they can. The reason with Le'Veon Bell is playing terrific. I don't see how they're going to slow him down. Chiefs lost their running back in Jamal Charles. He's out for the season with a torn ACL.
That sucks.
Yep, this Chiefs team really needs to get something going. They can still do it. They couldn't push this win. I just see Steelers taking it.
That's his opinion, by the way.
Browns and Rams. Cleveland Browns are playing great. I'm going to tell you right now, they've lost 2 games that I think could have easily have gone the other direction. The game against the Chargers, to get an offsides penalty when they were kicking a field goal for the win, then they miss. Then to get another try because of your offside and they score it, that sucks. But you guys are playing. They're playing great, and the Rams are playing good as well. Nick Foles needs to make better decisions. I know he's new to the offense. Same thing with Sam Bradford and the Eagles. They switched. They both don't know their teams very well. But he is starting to find Tavon Austin a little bit. He's starting to find some of his receivers. And I think maybe the Rams can get this one going. But at the end of the day, I think Browns win it. As long as, quote me on this, if Barnidge gets a touchdown, Browns dominate.
It's about time Cleveland won something.
Texans Dolphins. I don't even want to pick on this one. I think both of these teams are a disgrace to football. Currently, sorry to both fan bases. It's just the Texans are playing horrible. Their first string quarterback, Hoyer, sucks. Honestly, I know you guys would agree too. You guys need a new quarterback. Mallett sucks. He needs to either get better. He showed some signs of spark, but he's so inconsistent. And in the football league, when you only have 16 games in a season, there's no room for inconsistency. Then you have the Dolphins, who are under a new head coach. They won last week under the new head coach, but this team is just god awful. Their defense, their run defense sucks. Their front 4 suck. They were supposed to be the top defense, and now they're not really playing that way. I have the Texans winning this one.
I agree.
By a lot. That's what I'm gonna say.
By a lot.
Jets and Patriots. This is going to be the pick of the day. Jets and Patriots. Jets lost 1 game, which is a shocker to many. Lost 1 game, and that was to the Eagles, and it was a pretty blowout game.
Wasn't that the last game?
No, that was week 2. It was week 3. Thanks to our tough defense. But this Patriots team is 5-0. Somebody has to be able to slow them down. They've been scoring over 30 points every game, and I think this second best, if not first best, thanks to our team. I think they're the second best now. Second best defense in the league can do it. I think they can stop the Patriots and they end their undefeated streak, making them 5-1. Jets win. Raiders Chargers. Raiders are doing pretty good. They've had some close games. They started off decently strong. Derek Carr, you're doing very good. You're second or third year player, I forgot to be honest, but you're doing great. He is the future of this Oakland Raider franchise. Then you have Amari Cooper, the rookie receiver. He's doing excellent receiving. He's a leading receiver. No shocker. And for a rookie to do that with a second or third year quarterback is excellent. But, again, I have to take it back to the other side. The Chargers are doing that much better. Antonio Gates is back. I know last week was a slow week for him, but the week before he had, 2 touchdowns on his return. If Phillip Rivers can once again find Antonio Gates, his end zone guy, I just don't see how the Raiders can double team Antonio Gates and still stop Phillip Rivers in this offense.
No way.
Chargers win. Cowboys Giants. I love this one. Cowboys are getting Dez Bryant back this week after 6 weeks of no play. But although the Giants did lose to my team this week, they're such a good team. I think Odell Beckham Jr. had a good week of practice since then. He's rested. He will be rested. He'll be better. He'll be healthy. Hopefully, and there's a slight chance Victor Cruz might be back sooner or later. Obviously not this week, but in the upcoming weeks. So the Giants are really trying to hold off until he gets back. I think Dallas just can't do it without Tony Romo. And without Lance Dunbar to help the other running backs. So I have to give this one to the Giants. Ravens Cardinals. This one's also a disgusting one. John Brown, receiving for 200 yards last week without a touchdown. I mean, first of all, for fantasy people, if you have him on your team, if no one has him on a team, pick him up. It's ridiculous. If someone does, play him. This Ravens secondary is terrible. They're one of the worst defenses in the league. They're 1-5, and at this point, if you look at the division, they know just as well as us that their season is over. So I have the Cardinals tearing them a new one. Then, the game of the week, Sunday's 5:30 p.m. game, Eagles and Panthers. I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm going to kind of be picky about this.
He's biased.
But I will admit, these Panthers team is rolling. I knew they'd be good. I didn't think they'd be this good. Earlier, when the season started, I had us destroying the Panthers. Now I'm doing more of a double check on that. They're 5-0. Cam Newton is doing everything on his feet. I know he did find Greg Olsen for that insane touchdown for the win last game, But again, unless he can get the passing game going, they can't win these kind of games. They do have Luke Kuechly back, which is huge, but thankfully our running game already sucks, so they can't physically make that any worse. Therefore, I still have my Eagles winning and giving Panthers their first loss of the season.
Don't you still have Darren Sproles?
We do have Darren Sproles, but he might not play. He's hurt. I'm joking. He's fine. In the comment, thank you guys for watching my Week 7 predictions. This is Alex, by the way, in case you just tuned in. In the comment section below, please write any fantasy advice you guys want for tomorrow and this upcoming week. I'll have this next video up by probably 4 p.m. tomorrow before kickoff. Preferably ask for like sit, not sit advice, because I can give you a whole list of players and how I think they'll do. But I'd rather have you guys give me the option between A and B, and then I'll tell you which one should do better. Remember, John Brown is a key matchup this week. Also, if you have a Saints receiver, no offense, I would sit him out. I personally took Brandon Cooks out of my starting lineup. Have to do it if he does play well. Sorry, guys, but until the Saints prove something, you got to take your receivers out. Thank you. Go, we're done. Yeah, dude, your team sucks.